Well, Coach, being located in the city, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the set. 5-4. Mark 5-4. Let's go one more. Check. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Ready.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 25-yard line.
Yellow. 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll go with McCoy. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought... Down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Let's
The
go.
tackle made by Kevin Byard. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow, yellow. I'm the blue lady.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
You.
Correct.
Alpha. 59 mark. Check. 59. Here we go, dude.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And a first down.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Everyone got 4 down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Ricky. Go. Ready, go.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Gets it to Meredith, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catch.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. To throw, it's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, oh my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
I got you. Check 50. Blue dot Corpus. Go. Motion backfield. Jack right. Go.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
Dion Lewis. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 15 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Kaepernick. It's caught. Humphries. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run.